Hey guys, this is Force Reacts, and I'm back to react to Fairy Tail, episode 287, Emperor Spriggan. So yeah, I'm gonna get the video started, and once the intro starts, I'll recap the previous episode. So yeah, this is pretty much immediately after I literally just uploaded the video, the previous episode, my reaction to the previous episode to YouTube. So okay, let's go here. Oh, back with Fairy Tail Team B, plus Levy, and Panther Lily, and Lizana. I don't even know why Lizana's here, but okay.
We're all girls here. I'm pretty sure she wouldn't feel this way if Gray were around. Oh, Gray's here? I am such a Only by accident. Whoops. How the hell is that not more embarrassing than being neckers in front of us?
I know, weird. But yeah, okay, so last episode, Mest, Urza, Natsu, Lucy, Gray, Wendy, Happy, and Carla went by boat to Alvarez and managed to get in with some seduction. Of course they did, because of course they did, and plus a clever use of like Kate Shelter, and it's like, you know, being basically a fake guild from way back when, which honestly I was like, oh wow, that's actually really clever. So you know, so then they beat up some guards, and after like 10 minutes later anyway, so it's not like it mattered. So and then one of the lackeys of the Spriggan 12, I think his name is Marin, I think that's his name, who can literally negate spatial magic, which includes Urza's Requip and Lucy's Celestial Spirits. So it's really up to Natsu and Gray, and Wendy went off with Mess, but then it's real. Oh no, he captured Mess too, because Mess technically uses spatial magic too, and so yeah, then. And meanwhile, Fairy Tail Team B, plus Levy, Panther Lily, and Lizana, I don't know why Lizana's there, are still going to find Loxus and the Thunder Legion. So, oh yeah, and Elfman. I forgot Elfman was there too, but whatever. But what are you doing there? Yeah. I'm half expecting for Loxus to just show up, and just in the middle of the pool, nobody noticed him.
Wait a second. What? What do you mean by that?
I told you I wanted to surprise them with the big news!
No way! They're all a part of Blue Pegasus?
Yep.
Does that mean Loxus joined the guild too?
What an image. You're under arrest. Wait, too much? Okay, Emperor Spriggan. Does that mean Ichia, of all people, is well endowed? Okay, stop. On this board. Oh. I know, right? Yeah. Dang it, Juvia. Meanwhile, Gray, I feel a disturbance in the Force. Oh.
It was those guys standing over there. That's a lie. The whole thing was your fault.
Oh, I really wanted some too.
Oh.
Brandish, please wait. It happened because the Oafs picked a fight with our soldiers. And I think the only reason they're here is to contact the spy.
I don't care.
Oh.
Go on and give them back their A+ girls, okay?
Oh, what? But they're some of the best in my entire collection. You even gave the whole idea your blessing. You remember, don't you? Whoa, what's happening? An earthquake? No!
Oh.
Carla, take us up. Yes, of course. Hold on. We're flying up into the sky. Shouldn't the ground be getting farther away?
Oh yeah, the entire island is growing.
No way. How strange. The island has somehow changed shape.
Oh yeah, okay.
Did you not hear what I said?
Right! I've never seen this kind of magic. Whoa! Lucy! Arza! Hey!
That sucked.
I didn't hurt them. I sent them off to a place where they could chill out. So don't worry, they're all good.
Where were we just now? That was absolutely horrible.
Oh.
Who is that? Her magic power is off the charts.
Hmm.
I don't even know how to describe how strong it feels.
She's more powerful than Gramps.
That's a scary thought.
Miss Brandish, don't forget that we were sent all the way out here on a mission to capture the spy and her associates. I don't really want to find out what old Wall will have to say if we come back home empty-handed.
Whatever we choose to do, I doubt Ishgar will be stupid enough to mess with either of us.
Though that may be the case. If we say we couldn't even find them, we'll get a big F-minus, and who wants that?
Honestly, I don't really care.
Hmm.
Not so fast.
Don't be stupid.
You took out one of our friends. You really think we're just gonna let you walk away after that?
I mean,
Stand down.
yeah, that doesn't really have too much of a choice. She'd obliterate you. Oh.
I'm down one too. Now what do you think? Does that make things better?
Oh.
There's so much else I'd rather be doing.
He was your guy. How could you?
Why would I waste any more of my time? It's way easier for all of us if I tell everyone back home I got rid of the spy and her little friends. So just stay away from Alcatasia, okay?
Wait. How could she know why we're here?
Makarov's alive, by the way. But if you guys don't behave yourselves, that could easily change. So this is your warning. You better run along home or else.
Hmm.
What is she doing?
What the? Whoa! The island got bigger.
And the island just shrunk. Yep.
Alvarez has 11 other wizards just as powerful as I am. So don't be stupid and start a fight you can't win. Got that, fairy tale?
There are that many like her?
So they've already got our whole mission figured out. We can't beat or fool them. We'll save Gramps. Get on! Hurry! I need ropes over here!
Make sure that every citizen is accounted for.
It looks like they'll actually be able to get everybody on the boats.
Yeah, if those fishermen weren't around, this could have been a lot worse.
I mean, it is an island.
What just happened? Man, that was freaky. The island was just here and then poof.
Did it just vanish? No. I think that's it there. She shrank it. So her magic can shrink or enlarge things. It's as if she has control of their mass. Quite an effective skill. And it can work on an extremely large scale.
If she had, like, stayed with the Spriggans, like, I like hate to imagine what would have happened.
I'm so sorry, you guys. But I can't get my
Of course.
They're fine. It's my magic.
Oh, okay.
That would have been the considerate thing to do.
So then where have you taken us?
Not far. It's near Caracol Island, but underwater.
Underwater? Whoa!
Oh.
All the fishies. Why here?
I was able to get in contact with our spy. She gave me a set of coordinates for a rendezvous.
What a strange place.
Like an underwater temple.
How is there no window here? Wow, this is so awesome. I could just dive right in. I'm not sure that's a good idea.
No. Magic is a strange thing.
I don't know.
The building's moving.
Oh boy, not again. Oh.
Stay still.
Oh.
Did you hear someone?
Oh, was that Angel?
Welcome to the Mobile Temple Olympia.
Yo, Angel.
Serrano.
Good thing she's a member of Crime Sorcier, so... I'm sure she has a real name. I can't... Sorno, yeah, that was her name, Sorno.
I don't understand.
Why are you in a swimsuit?
Because we're in the water. Hey, put your clothes back on.
Sorry.
Hold on. Is she a spy? Uh-huh, that would be me.
As you know, Horatio and Sace are working with Jalal as part of Crime Sorcier. So we asked for their help with this.
So, yeah, yes, there's the ship that's better than Jerza. You heard me. So...
Confidential.
I don't believe I've had some classes that have been in faculty. It's so nice to see you all. You do realize your cover was blown,
So you fled to Caracol Island.
which was promptly wiped out. It's not my fault! I barely escaped alive, you know?
It's quite surprising coming from you.
Well, as it turns out, I owe West a little favor now. So I'll help you this time. But don't be fooled into thinking we're partners. We appreciate it, Angel. I mean, Serrano. Don't forget I'm the one who killed Karen. She tested my nerves too.
I mean, she was an abusive a-hole, so, I mean...
I have a question. Does anyone know where this thing is taking us?
Straight to hell.
We're going to your master, Makara.
Wait, you really know where they're keeping him?
Aren't I the best?
I must ask, Makara, have you heard the chatter of late regarding fairy tale? To be quite honest, I do find it all shocking, but surely you expected that. No.
Prime Minister Yagil.
What I'm surprised by is your emperor's disposition, because my preconceived notions led me to believe that he'd be more of a harsh dictator. Perhaps not those words exactly, but I think you get my drift. Always got diplomacy on your mind, eh? A year ago, I would never have imagined I'd be formally accepted as a guest of the Empire, much less given any chance to negotiate. Although, to be fair, I've only dealt with you as of yet.
His Majesty has been away from the castle for a long time indeed, indulging his wandering engagement.
Yes, his agreeance to speak with an old man who has no influence struck me as...
I say your influence is evidenced by the value of the cards involved.
You've told me his so-called shields are hot-tempered, but he can quell their aggression, that he could see a way forward without any blood being shed.
Her Majesty is nothing if not gracious.
I must say it's a stark contrast to his reputation throughout Ishkar as a fearsome warrior who conquered Alakatashia's guilds by force.
It's typical for those who make history to have many facets. After all, he is our ruler.
No matter how hard I try, Yagil, I just can't seem to beat you at a hand of Rajinka.
You should know better, Makara. The key to winning the game is to hold on to the goddess. His Majesty has returned!
Oh boy, here we go. And we all know who the Majesty is.
Hubby, speak of the devil.
I've waited so long for this.
It's as I've told you. Emperor Spriggan has been made aware of Ishkar's appeal for non-aggression, and when he gives his formal endorsement, his 12 shields will fall in line.
I'm overwhelmed. is over, you'll be free to return home, I'm sure.
Are you sure about that?
Children are waiting for me.
Hi, Zeref.
Something I haven't possessed in decades. Zeref? Welcome home.
Invel.
A pleasure. Good to see you too, Invel. I realize this is sudden, but could you assemble the 12?
That will take time. If only I could predict the haphazard arrival of spring's first breeze, I could have already had them assembled here.
So I'm as capricious as the wind, am I?
Gale force. Or a dark cloud. No. More like a thunderstorm of death. But a spring breeze.
Demaria.
Begin to capture the dragons.
He's like a desert.
Agil.
A sandstorm bringing death far and wide over the land.
Demaria, Agil, what colorful imagery. Have you two no manners? How dare you speak to His Majesty this way?
I do appreciate your candor.
Am I to take it your travels have ended, Your Majesty?
August, I'm guessing.
Spirits, my lord.
Suppose I am.
Does this mean you
Yep,
found the
August.
answer you were looking for? About Ragnarok, that is.
In Ishgar, it's known as the Dragon King Festival.
Hmm.
So we're gonna battle! Yes! That's great!
Your Majesty, I am truly delighted to see you have returned home from your long journey safe and sound. No heavens!
There's no reason for worry. Selim has been rather charitable these past few years.
Hmm.
To hear, my lord, but I find it best to exercise proper caution in the presence of such greatness. I believe you may be aware. An emissary all the way from the continent of Ishkar arrived while you were away.
I've heard, yes.
He is quite insistent on meeting with your Majesty as soon as possible, so I was hoping you'd humor him with an audience.
But why would he? You know there is a proper protocol for this. Has he filled out the paperwork?
I'd love to.
First, let me say it's an honor to meet you, Your Majesty.
Zeref knows he knows who he is, but yeah. Yeah.
I confess I'm a bit puzzled regarding your true identity. Are you Emperor Spriggan or are you Zeref?
They are one and the same. To those in Ishgar, I am Zeref. In Alakatasha, I am Spriggan. Though, if I had to choose between the two, I'd say Zeref.
Hmm.
For 400 years, I wandered far and wide, searching to find my purpose for living in this world. But during that time, I also prepared for the Dragon King Festival. A few hundred years ago, I made a decision to create a country here in Alakatasha. It was a small fledgling thing at first, but gradually we absorbed one guild after another. Before too long, it had grown into the kind of vast amalgamation one might call an empire.
All of this was with the goal of obtaining the Lumen Histoire.
There's no use in trying to deceive me. Let's just call it by its official name.
Hmm.
The supreme arcane magic that surpasses even the 3 grand fairy spells. Fairy heart.
Hmm.
It's all making a lot more sense to me now. The Alvarez Empire is hell-bent on getting the Fairy Heart because of who you are.
Yes, that's true. But I've only recently decided that's what I truly want. Initially, I built this empire to be strong enough to go against Acnologia, to kill him.
Hmm.
The attempted invasion a decade ago was not my doing. As a master of your own guild, I'm sure you're familiar with unruly children.
Hmm.
However, I made the decision to stop them, because I knew that it was not yet time.
So you're saying the Council's weapons, the Etherion cannon and the face system...
Oh, the Etherion cannon, yeah, that was it.
Oh, they were factors, of course.
Hmm.
Our side would have suffered heavy losses for sure. But I'm positive that the Alvarez Empire I've built today can confidently take on Ishgar as well as Acnologia.
Hmm.
That's to say there's no room for negotiation.
Unfortunately, no. For the real Dragon King festival is about to begin. The Black Wizard, the king of the dragons, and you mortals. The time has come to decide who will live and who will die.
So your plan is to start a war?
No, an extermination.
Yeah.
Allow you to have our first master?
Yeah. This is Zeref, old man.
My sincere gratitude. I truly appreciate you raising Natsu for me. So I'll put an end to your suffering quickly. Then I'll deliver your body unto Natsu himself.
Oh.
He'll be so angry. Perhaps it'll be enough to destroy me. Are there any last words you'd like me to pass along?
You hideous soul! You demon!
Close, old man. But the meaning of the name Spriggan is much more akin to hideous bearing.
Oh. Messed. In the nick of time.
It's Gramps! Hey, Gramps! My children are here.
Guys, I saw Zeref. He was with Zeref.
You sure?
Natsu, after all this time, you've come.
Alright. I suppose that ends this episode. Oh man, it's so good to see Zeref again. I know we saw him just a few episodes ago, but still, it's so good to see him. He's such an interesting character. So, yeah, alright. I guess that leaves tomorrow, which will be episode 288, To the God-Forsaken Land, and to 289, Mavis and Zeref. So, yeah, alright. And then after that, I'm actually going to make a schedule update on that same day because I gotta formally inform you about what's going on Saturday and Sunday. Though, considering what time I get home on Sunday, I might actually record on that day, but who knows? So yeah, I'll explain later. So yeah, I got nothing else to say. So great episode. Oh man, I love Fairy Tail. I can't say that enough. Might as well just take a shot every time I say I love Fairy Tail. So yeah, alright. I got nothing to say. So yeah. Till next time, guys. See ya.